Let's talk about moms and friendships and why it's so hard to maintain a friendship when you're already a mom in today's episode of Unscripted with Kathy. I'm sure other moms can actually relate to this in a lot of ways, and sometimes you think, why would it be so hard to maintain a friendship once you're a mom? I think one of the most relatable memes I've seen about this is you're so busy with life so that when your friends message you, you almost always think you've actually replied to them. But the reality is, while you were about to reply to them, something else happens and it just goes out of the window. In your head, you replied, and now you're waiting for them to respond, and they don't because they're waiting for you to reply. And so that just happens so often that sometimes, or most of the time, your friends who are no longer married, not yet married, don't have kids, will start to just look for someone else who is more readily available. And that doesn't make them a bad friend, okay? Let's be clear about that. It doesn't make them a bad friend. It also doesn't make you a bad friend. It just means that you have other priorities in life, and that doesn't mean that they're no longer your priority. It's just that your priorities have shifted because you have other things that you need to take care of. You have things that are far more urgent all of a sudden that you need to take care of. And these can be mundane things like fixing your schedule to cater to your kids, to cater to your husband, or just sorting life one day at a time. So it doesn't mean you guys are bad. It just means that your priorities, your paths are no longer on the same road, and that is also perfectly okay. What needs to happen is for you to start finding a new community, a new tribe. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose the old ones. It just means that for now, they may be set aside, and that's not bad. Let me be clear. While you go look for a new one to cater to the new things happening in your life that they cannot relate to yet. And in a way, when you're friends with other moms, it's easier because you both know what your priorities are, and you both know that you may have plans, but if a kid gets sick, that's priority. You may make plans, you may have fantastic ideas, but if someone says, Mom, I need you, you know that that will always be your priority. And the other mom friend understands that. So it's not really that hard for moms to make friends. It's just harder to make friends with someone who may not be a mom yet, who may not be married yet. Because again, other people won't understand the place that you are on unless they're also there with you. If they're not in your shoes, it would be very hard for other people to understand what it's like to be a mom who has to organize things, who has to work, who has to take care of a house, who has to take care of a budget. And when you don't have a partner who will actually support you on these things, it becomes even harder. Luckily for me, my partner, my husband understands these things. And he knows that I need to go out from time to time with my other friends. He knows that I need my me time. He knows that I need my friend time. And I do the same for him. I think that for most guys, it's easier to maintain their friendships because they're not the ones taking care of the house, taking care of the budget, taking care of the kids. But that's not how it's supposed to be. It should be a two-way street. And so, if your partner is able to keep his friendships or create new ones, you should be able to do the same thing. Being a mom doesn't mean that you're just a mom, it means that you are now also a mom on top of everything else in your life. I hope that this small episode helped another mommy out there and that it reminded you that yes, you are not just a mom. You are now also a mom on top of being you, on top of being the awesome boss babe that you are, on top of being the good daughter that you are, good friend, good person. You are also now a mom. And you shouldn't forget your friends, or you shouldn't forget creating new connections or pursuing your passion just because you are now also a mom. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.